No, I posted a video. In the photo of me, you, and Steve, I look like I'm a giant that's stolen you two. It's embarrassing. Making me very self-conscious about my size. Come on, that's ridiculous. Look at you two. My head is so much bigger than yours. I don't feel like I'm much bigger than you. I look like Shrek.
Ooh, Tyreece Richards. He comes out, he's got absolute fire on him all the time. Ready to go for head kick knockouts. Doing the work, putting the business in.
And Cuba MMA always have a really good showing. Andre Winner in the corner.
Andre Winner, yeah. Noticed that earlier today.
That's going to make a big
Giving
difference.
some of that professional shine to them.
Having a UFC legend in the corner in Andre Winner.
And they're so good at sitting behind their boxing, not rushing anything, forcing mistakes with their hands. This is going to be a great fight. I love watching Cuba MMA fighters come out.
Oh yeah. Oh, look, he's fired up. He wants that title, doesn't he? He wants that British featherweight title. And he's big for the weight division. I bet he cut quite a lot with Tyreece Richards. And to come off a head kick KO as well. All fired up for this British title fight. Good dramatic entrance music as well.
Nothing like choral singing.
Rasmus Elnaes, representing Holden MMA, coming out right now. He's coming off a round 2 rear naked choke win over Sam Johnson. And yeah, travelled all the way from Norway. And Holden MMA, which I'm pretty sure is under a Pedro Sauer, I think is a lineage. Good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu lineage, that is. And we know these fighters that have come all the way from Norway to come here and fight for a British title. They are going to be dedicated so many hours in the gym. Completely, this is what their life has been focused on for the last 3 or 4 months. Nothing else but this moment. And it's amazing. What an honor that me and you get to be part of it, Steve.
And therefore nothing else matters, right? It's this focus of time and effort. It's this one little pocket of time where all of your effort hopefully comes to fruition. And that's the best thing about an MMA fight, is that you know there's so much behind it, but it exists just momentarily for you. And in this case, 3 3-minute rounds for who's going to claim the British featherweight title.
You were lightweight, not featherweight.
I could have made featherweight.
Here he comes.
I just like scrapping, man.
There's something about that Viking Norwegian blood. There's something in the water over there, isn't there? The intensity of it.
Definitely.
It's the scariest, pastiest dudes you will ever see.
He's going to be tall and rangy, dangerous everywhere.
Yeah, it's quite a difference in builds going on. Well, the stocky, powerful Tyreece Richards against the taller, longer Rasmus Elnaes. Holden MMA taking on Cuba MMA. It's amazing how these little hotbeds of MMA in Europe have grown. People talk about the Norwegians being so good now. The Polish has become a big thing. The super high level Polish MMA fighters.
Yeah, especially KSW, running that through ACMMA, ACB. Yeah.
Mariusz Pudzianowski.
Yeah.
He beat up one of the Gracies, right? I think so, maybe. I can't remember.
There's a lot of Gracies, though.
There's just so many Gracies. It's the Catholic family thing. They just keep breeding like rabbits. I'm one of them. I'm Dutch. I'm on the train. They also, the Gracies, you take both your parents' names in Brazil. So everyone's a Gracie. Like Roger Gracie's not a Gracie.
No, it's his mother.
He's Roger Gomez.
Mother's lineage.
But he's Roger Gracie Gomez. And for marketing.
It's good marketing.
Yeah, it's good marketing. I would take Gracie if my name was Gracie. I might change my name. Put an accent on. Doing everything he can to get a takedown early on.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Now we can both be color. Rasmus, good head position here, but Richards is staying fairly composed. He's got his hand under the chin, well, to the side of the head, trying to offset the head of Rasmus.
Good positioning straight away by Rasmus Elnaes. Head position, pressure. Look at that, legs away, shoulders in, leaning on Tyreece Richards, making him hold him up. What does Tyreece need to do here to Steve to be able to get this out of this position?
Again, you can use that overhook position. You can turn that shoulder to the mat and be able to dig yourself an underhook on the opposite side, cause them to bail out almost. Whereas fighting these hands in, it's another great way of doing it. Now he ends up with double underhooks here and clatters Rasmus to the mat.
That's a beautiful takedown.
And Rasmus working very well back into his full guard, feet on the hips here.
I think Rasmus is going to be dangerous off his back. You get this with tall fighters.
He's looking to stuff that hand for the triangle.
Straight away for the triangle. He's aggressive with that. Hammer fists with it as well.
Oh,
so you can still finish this if with arms inside. It's good. It can be there, and the arm's going to be there as well. Nasty hammer fists.
Rasmus staying very, very active. Richards doing well to bring his left hand in through the legs to try to alleviate some of that pressure.
Yeah, Richards he's actually trying to drive back in. That was smart work there by Richards. Good work by Rasmus. Very explosive to break. They just, they saw the shot coming from miles away. Dived on the neck, did Richards.
Just needed to secure that position.
Yeah. I think he just had the arm under the chin and just wanted to dive on it.
He saw the gold. It was right there for him to take.
Elnaes trying to step around those legs. There we go. Beautiful work by Elnaes to get that pass there and control the position. I kind of had this in my head that Elnaes would be the striker, but
he's long and rangy.
Yeah, but
Richards,
there's plenty of tall grapplers in the world.
Richards doing well now. He's dropping in on the hips, trying to get those legs together. He's got his hands together. He could get the lift, but Rasmus does well to pull him up.
He did a great job of defending that. He just slipped him off.
Pulled him up like a pair of trousers. There you go. Now he's back on the legs. Heads to the outside. This is a strong position. He's up on the single now.
No one power underhooks anymore, Steve. You must be upset.
Yep. I haven't seen it all day, and I'm like, this is amazing. They're using.
Oh, lovely knee. Lovely knees.
2 knees to the body.
Very well placed as well.
Ooh.
Tyreece did head.
Well measuring him there and trying to land the big right hand. Oh, what a frenetic round. And we'll see who can take each other down. Big takedown there. Can Richards secure it? He's on top in mount right as we're finishing off this round. Last seconds ending.
What a crazy round. I have no idea how you score that one. Oh, bit of trash talking as well at the end of the round.
Why not?
Why not?
You are fighting after all.
Yeah, it's true. Why not?
It's like nothing worse you could do to the person.
Like, also good at
I'm trying to whoop you, you're trying to whoop me. Let's have a good time. Let's call each other names for a few minutes.
Anas Hamrad over here taking a very close look at this fight. Got him coming up in a couple of fights' time as the heavyweight.
I noticed he doesn't have his hands wrapped either. He's just going to throw bombs without his hands wrapped. It's going to be crazy.
Maybe.
Crazy. It's crazy, Mike.
Seems like a terrible idea, but if it works for him. Those are sledgehammers for hands. Wow. This was not what I predicted, but definitely fun. We didn't have any online voting on this one. No one could decide. Too close.
Evenly matched.
Evenly matched. Richards.
Elnaes.
Looking fired up.
Let's see if Elnaes comes back across the cage like he did.
There's 0 body fat on Elnaes. Just as big as he could be for this division.
Let's see if he looks to drop in again.
Oh, lovely right hand to the shot. Oh, eats a rush shot.
Better believe Richards got a chin on him. Another big kick. That's caught by Elnaes. Richards back up.
Yeah, Elnaes clearly wants a grappling match.
There's that power underhook. You called it. It's coming.
Everything is just a shot to a takedown. It didn't work, just as all you always say, Steve. Yeah, this is what Richards wants. Get the takedown, get on top.
And Elnaes also wants to work off his back.
Elnaes did a good job there of making the distance, separating. Richards making him pay. Oh, I like that.
Comes up into the shot.
Yeah.
Richards blocks a bit of a guillotine and lands a big knee. There's another knee from Elnaes, but leads into a big double, and it's like a spine buster from WWE.
This is wonderful to see this fight. It's kind of, they both want this. Both fighters seem to want a grappling match.
Just back and forth fighting each other. Just trying to smash.
Richards right in the corner, getting the brilliant advice from UFC veteran Andre winner.
I wonder if it's going to be who snaps the slicker technique first or who breaks first.
Oh, look, Elnaes throwing up the triangle.
Slick technique, there we go.
He's right in the corner of Richards, but he still managed to set it up, despite the cornermen warning him it's coming. It's going to be hard to lock up. Doesn't have the angle because of the cage. Richards is pretty high.
Doesn't really have his foot in the
crook of his knee.
Oh, I think he would look for a teepee choke there for a second.
We've had one of those before in Battle.
Our local
Will Haycock's teepee choke.
His spec. Will Haycock's. What a G.
There we go. Once again trying to throw out the triangle again.
Loses that position.
All the time. And how is this affecting the judges' scoring of this round?
Tyreece is on top, being effective.
Yeah, he's being dangerous with it. He's throwing shots.
There's another triangle attempt, but he's going to pummel that hand right back in, puts it on, and just steps over with the knee.
That was good by Rich.
Good driving that knee through.
That was good by Richards. He read the triangle attempt and used it to get the pass. Yeah, Elnaes. This is that spot here.
This is like the level of technical ability that you wanted to see earlier on in the night, Chris.
Yep.
This is definitely a reason why these guys are contesting for the Battle Arena title. Is those same positions we were talking about, foot on the hips, pummeling in for submission attempts, bringing your shoulders forward, head on the chest, staying active. This has been one of the most active ground exchanges that we've seen in this entire evening. Both fighters staying very active, both fighters trying to get one over on the other.
Yeah, it's been very close. I don't know how they would have scored round one. Or round two is going a little bit towards Richards. Could be all to play for going to round three.
Definitely. It totally is.
Yeah, I'm very impressed by the skills of both fighters. Elnaes is dangerous off his back, but yeah, this is the thing. I think the sport has evolved. Being the guy that, and I did it on Battle Arena, so I'm not judging these guys too much, but the guy that plays guard off your back and looks for submissions, everyone's too good now. Or a lot of people are too good. It's so hard to do that off your back, and the terrible example of this is Cron Gracie in the recent UFC, where he spent 15 minutes just jumping guard, trying to be effective off his back, and couldn't really do very much with it. And you could see the evolution of the sport had left him behind. It's a shame because he was an incredible fighter, but I'd like to see Elnaes maybe try some striking and set up the takedown a little bit more. It's all one shot, shoot, one shot, shoot. It's a bit desperate.
There's nothing wrong with that. You just have to have him respect your punches. And when we came across in the first round, the first thing he did was drop his level and shoot for his takedown. It was well placed. It was technically good, but when you have a strong opponent who's physically able, you want to wear him down first. You want to get him out of position so you can take him down.
Oh, lovely kick.
That dragged, and there's a big takedown by Richards.
Big takedown.
And man, he slams him from so up high. There's a concussive effect to that as well.
Elnaes looking for a sweep, Steve. That should be lovely if he can get it. That is pretty close.
He's really working. It's his actual bottom leg that's preventing
nice
the
sweep.
for a second. Then he gets it out.
So rarely on Battle Arena do we see beautiful sweeps, and that was one of them. He's on the back.
He needs to stay there.
He's trying to sneak under that chin.
Keep his chest in the middle of the back of Richards and work for that choke. Possibly pummel his left hand under his right to get under the chin.
It's something you have to watch for with these taller fighters, those butterfly guard sweeps.
He's doing it again. He's got it it's over top of the chin from what I can see. And he doesn't seem to be able to get the hands connected. He's back in a seatbelt grip.
Well, these are amateur MMA gloves, so they're thicker than normal gloves. It just makes it that rear naked choke that little bit harder because it's just hard to sneak it under the chin.
He's pummeled it again. He's got hands
pretty
together.
Good, though. That is squeezing.
You can get the squeeze from there. He can bring his hand back across again. He might be able to get it.
He's looking for a face crank. He's lost it again. Elnaes' corner. Just coaching him through, trying to pummel the hands in, get under the chin. It's very well. He's under the chin there. Every time he releases the other hand to try and get his hands together, it just gives Richards a moment where he can clear, make space. Good defense by Richards. Oh, he's under the chin, Steve. He's under the chin. Hands together. Oh, Richards just sneaks out. Very good defense. Oh, Richards out. Beautiful.
Yeah, did very well to move those hips.
Straight on a triangle attack is Elnaes, but he's thrown so many of them. I think Richards going to see it coming. Does have a nice, good amount of space.
You barely ever see an arm lock anymore. That's the thing.
It's old school.
It is old school, and it's very slippery right now with a minute left.
I haven't seen a lot of submissions tonight, Steve. We saw a beautiful key lock earlier.
Yep.
From Jan Kullership.
Close to being it.
Is that the only submission we have?
We've had a rear naked choke.
A rear naked choke. Doesn't count. Too boring.
Too run of the mill.
Yeah.
40 seconds left.
40 seconds.
Elnaes still pummeling those legs, still trying to work his hip angle to try to get a.
Elnaes' corner is pleading with him to throw stuff up. I think they know that they got a good chance of taking this round if they can be very active off their back for the next couple of minutes. And then it's all about round one. Round two was clearly Richards.
Tough.
Round three, who gave Elnaes for getting the back, attacking the choke.
Oh,
although.
Yep. Those are statements for this round. Wow, Richards is on you like a barn cat, my man. He is just tearing his claws into you and just trying to rip you out. That was a great performance.
Oh, good respect by both
from both. Yeah, both fellas. Like you see two very almost antithesis of one another, and they have to meet up in the middle of the cage, and hopefully.
We're going to go to our work experience boy, get his opinion on who won that fight. Was it the incredibly tall Elnaes in the blue corner, or the dangerous Richards in the red corner?
I have not got a clue, but if I had to say, it would be the person in the red corner as they slammed. He got
slammed several times.
He slammed the blue corner many a times.
The casual kid makes a good point.
He doesn't speak well, does he?
He's working on it.
He's working.
He's a teenager.
He's so awkward. He's not smooth like you and I, Steve. We just flow.
I've been chatting girls up since I was 6.
You had to. I could just rely on my looks.
Andrea Glass, 3rd Street. Love you still.
That's a good name.
Oh, yeah, she's great. Nice girl.
She's 48 now.
48.
She's pretty old now, isn't she?
She is pretty old now. Wonder how many kids she has. Let's take a look.
Stop Facebook stalking ex-girlfriend, Steve. Right. We have James Price coming in. Who will he put in the strap on? This is going to be a close one.
Oh, yeah. Bated breath. Whoa.
They're blaming us, Steve. Everyone's angry at us. We didn't make the decision, guys. I actually kind of had Richards winning, I gotta be honest. I could see how Elnaes got the third round, definitely. Richards the second round, definitely. It's all about the first round. How do you score that first round? Was Elnaes a bit more effective in the first round? It was pretty close, that first round, and that's I'd have to rewatch it.
Did they score that triangle attempt? Did they score the...
Yeah. I'd have to rewatch the first
choke
round
back? It depends on what you score. Could you score a 10-8 round with the back attack and the over-the-face choke being very close to being finished? But if it was close to being finished, it would have been finished. Well, he's going to take the British title.
We've had a few controversial decisions tonight. Nothing too...
I don't want to comment on any of those.
Nothing too crazy. Like, they're all about close fights. It's not... I don't feel like anyone this evening's been wrong. Okay, well, okay. Hayley
why do you want me to talk? No, I'm not mentioning anything.
I'm not mentioning Hayley Van. Get it through that controversy. There's that close fight, and to have that brilliant moment in the third round of nearly getting them choked. Excellent performance.
It was excellent, that's for sure.
Coming up next, we have Benjamin Hauser. The Hauser taking on Matthias
the Howitzer
Mazurowski.
Matthias Mazurowski.
From Team Renegade, always good.
Renegade.
Frontline versus Renegade. Going to go to an interview in just a moment with Rasmus Elnaes, chatting from
Chris Simpson with your winner Rasmus Elnaes and the new champ. Like you said, you spoke to a colleague of mine, Lewis, a few days ago, and said that you were going to make it ugly. You definitely did that, and like I said, you put on a fantastic performance. How proud are you, and how happy are you with your performance?
It's good. I'm pretty happy with the performance, and I'm ready to perform again as soon as I can. But unfortunately, it's the military next for me, and after that I will definitely get back into the cage.
Good night for the family, like we just said. How happy does it make you feel to see you and your sisters win on the same night?
My win, I'm happy. It's not too big of a deal for me, but for my sister, I have no words. It's amazing. Yeah. I'm incredibly proud of her.
Yeah. And were you surprised at him to engage in the grappling with you? Because it looked like you wanted to grapple, but I thought he'd want to stand up. Were you surprised that he came at you and wanted to grapple as well?
No, everything he did felt like it was from a panic. It was a response of my grappling, and I felt like I had an answer to everything he did. But for sure, as you can see on my face as well, he was a very tough opponent. We expected the worst, and fortunately for us, we got the better of it.
Yeah. Well, I think you proved a lot of people wrong tonight, Rasmus, and that was a great performance. And go enjoy it with your family and your coaches. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you, guys.